Hello students, in this video we will be discussing question number 3 of the May 2019 programming paper. So let us start. In this question we are given an algorithm and the question says that Lewis writes a program to find out if a number is even or odd. So this is her code that she has written, and based on this code we have to tell what is a logic error and what is a syntax error, and we have to identify the logical error and the syntax error in the program and how we can correct it. So there are two parts, and each part further has two parts. So you will get one mark for each of the questions that are a part of this particular question. Now first let us understand this code that Lewis has written. So in this, first of all, in the number we are taking an input from the user. Enter a number is printed on the screen and user will enter the number which will go to the num variable. Now num is mod with 2, that means we are calculating the remainder after the division with 2. Whatever is the remainder, that will be the answer of this line. Now if the remainder is more than or equal to 0, then Lewis says that the number is even. But what is the condition? Suppose I divide 4, this is even number, 4 modulo or mod operation is performed and 2. So what is the remainder? When I divide 4 by 2, the remainder is 0. Then if I divide 5, I perform the modulo operation between 5 and 2. What is the remainder? The remainder is 1. Then if I divide 6 with 2, what is the remainder? The remainder is how much? It will perfectly divide 6 and remainder will be 0. Similarly, if I divide 7 and I calculate a mod with 2, I will get an answer of how much? I will get an answer of 1, because 2 3s is 6 and 1 will be left as a remainder. So we see the remainder is going to be either 0 or 1. For even, the remainder is 0, and for odd, the remainder is 1. So what condition Lewis has put here? If the number is the remainder after dividing the number with 2, if it is more than equal to 0, then it is even. Now this condition is wrong, because the number has to, this condition has to be that the remainder is equal to 0, then the number is even. And if the number is more than 0, then the num which is we are calculating even and odd, that number is odd. So this condition has been wrongly designed by Lewis. Another problem in this code is that here you can see the spelling of print. It is PRITN, which is wrong, due to which this particular function will be untraceable. So there are two mistakes in this particular code. Now let us look at the questions that have been asked. Now they are saying that in line number 2, they have given the line number, there is a logical error. So first of all they are asking what is a logical error. So a logical error is a mistake which will not give the correct output. So let me just write here, logical error does not give correct output, but program will execute. This is an important condition. The program will not give the correct output. This is the first line, and it will execute. This is the second line. So both the points have to be made, then only you will get full 1 mark. Then how you can correct this error? You have to write the correct output line which should be written. So the correct line for the output for line number 2 will be that if num mod 2 is equal to 0, then this is the correct line. So you don't have to go beyond then, because only second line needs to be corrected. So you write only that much. Another thing is that here instead of equal to, double equal to, you can write single equal to. Instead of mod, you can write percentage. So that much flexibility is given to the user. Only thing is that the effect or the logical effect of this particular statement should remain the same, and it should give the correct outputs because the logical error needs to be corrected here. Now let us look at the part B of the same question. So in the part B, they are saying that there is a syntax error in line number 5. So let us look at line number 5. This is the line number 5 in which there is a mistake in the print spelling. So they are asking, first of all, what is a syntax error? So a syntax error is a error in grammar of the program and the code does not compile or execute. So it will neither compile nor execute due to the syntax error. And how we can correct the line number 5? Since there is a mistake in the spelling of print, we will write the correct spelling. We will say print, and in the bracket with inverteds we will write odd. We will put the number here 05. So this is the correct statement for the line number 5. Another thing to note here is, instead of print you can write output, that will be accepted, but the spellings have to be correct. And then odd must be in inverteds, either it can be double or single inverted, that change is allowed, but it has to be in the inverteds, otherwise it is treated as a wrong statement, it is a syntax error. Then instead of odd you can write something else, that will be acceptable, but it should mean something which is similar to odd. And you will get 1 mark for each of these answers. So I hope this video is useful to you, and in the next video I will be discussing the question number 4.